Good morning, everyone. My name is Eva, and I'm very glad to be here today at Sunday Live Dharma with you all. I started to come to this temple, I think just 2 months ago, the month of May. So in time, it has not been very long. However, it has felt, I think, much longer than that because this temple feels very much like a home for me. And part of what made this temple feel more like home was the opportunity to participate in the children's Dharma camp as a volunteer. And it really has been, I think, a transformative experience, not just for the students, but for myself as well. I was talking to Jen the other day, and she has her two children in the camp, and we were just saying how we wish that so many other children could have the opportunity to participate, because we could see so much change, I think, in kids just from the months of June to July in the differences in how they're able to focus and breathe and how they share kind words and help each other. For me personally, I think it's really fascinating to see how children are able to just ask themselves questions about their daily actions. I personally grew up in a family where we had very devout Catholics and we had very devout Buddhists. And when I say devout here, I think what I'm envisioning is that we had a lot of habit and ritual, but we didn't have a lot of question. And we didn't really always know why we were doing the things we were doing. And so what I love about this camp is that it really does teach children to ask very thoughtfully about the impact of their actions, whether that is how someone is going to feel, or what opportunity they're giving other people to learn, how they are sharing their work and experiences. And that's something that I wish for every kid to be able to have in their lives. And so I highly recommend the camp and to also volunteer in it, because I think as someone who is growing as an educator, I learned a lot of new skills, I think, from Reverend Won Buddhist and Reverend Sean and Kathleen and all of the other volunteers there as well. So I highly recommend it. Now today, Reverend Won Buddhist is going to be sharing her Dharma Talk, 3,000 Buddhas. Let us first begin by reciting Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice on page 11. Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all. Now, please stand up behind your mats for peaceful relaxation Qi Gong movements led by Kathleen.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, friends at home. For any of us in the Northern Hemisphere, these last few weeks have been really hot in most places. So let's do a restorative Qi Gong this morning. Let's begin by placing our feet shoulder width apart, feeling down to the ball of your foot. That's your rooted place, your foot tanjan. Let that just settle into the floor, into the earth. Take a breath in and release. This morning, we're going to start with our hands and fingers. Choose a hand, choose a thumb. Let's massage the center of that hand. Just let it release all those muscles. Other hand. Okay. Now we're going to give our fingers a little TLC. Just relax one hand in front of you. We're going to start with our thumb and then go through each finger. The other hand, take the base of your thumb, just kind of wiggle it a little bit. And as you exhale, whoosh, bring it out. Okay, next finger, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Other hand, get down, wiggle, wiggle. Shake your hands. Now let's move to our shoulders. Let's raise our shoulders way up to your ears. Hold your breath. And release. One more time. Lovely. Now let's give our feet some TLC. Move your weight so one foot is really holding you up, one leg. The other foot, curl your foot over like you were in an arch that way. Give it a little press and then kind of wiggle it around. Feel those muscles stretch. Let's go to the other foot. Shift your weight, toes under, wiggle around. Once more on each side. Very good. Recenter. Now we're going to just really relax and twist our torso. So start small. Let your arms float and then touch your body. Slap against it. And as you go, a little more energy. Feel the breeze. Imagine you're releasing heat. And then slowly bring your arms down, quiet your movements. Now we've done some things with our muscles. Now we're going to give some care to our internal organs in a very traditional way. So we're going to begin focusing on our liver right here. Just pause. Think TLC to your liver. And what we're going to do is spread your feet out a little bit. Plant yourself on the floor. When we breathe in, we're going to cross our hands up and come up and release the sound like a snake, S. So that's a TLC sound for the liver. One more time, breathing in and up. Now our heart is the sound. Breathing in. Breathing in. Lung sound. He, like this. Breathing in. Stomach sound. Breathing in. Kidney sound, like water. The last sound is a sound that connects all our body organs. It's with a real Cheshire cat smile. Breathing in. Beautiful. Let's bring our feet a little closer back to shoulder. Take a breath in. And release, bending down just a little bit. Breathing in. We're going to turn sideways a little bit and bring a leg out. Make sure your legs have distance in between so you're nice and steady. We are going to become hummingbirds. So when we breathe in, our arms are back here. Breathing in and out. So in, breathing out. Our torsos are staying erect, and we're just gliding on our legs and hips. Beautiful. One last time on this side. Other side. Let's return to center. Let's bring our feet together. Feel that balance right centered through our body. Breathing in, bring the arms up, palms together. Slowly bring down to our heart center. Next, we are going to offer bows to fourfold grace. Please stand behind your mat. You're welcome to do standing bows or full kneeling down bows.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position and wiggle to release any tension in your body. Gently rock front to back or side to side until you find the perfect point of balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out. Release any mental or physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It's okay to slouch a little if that feels more natural. Let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe in and listen to your body. If your body agrees, gradually sit up tall. Gently straighten your spine. Focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. You may start to feel your lower back growing stronger and your chest and heart opening. Open your eyes softly. Look straight ahead with a level gaze. Let your eyelids relax and softly align your ears with your shoulders. Tuck your chin in slightly and let your shoulders melt downwards. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. If your face or body begins to itch, simply let the itching pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change your position very slowly and quietly. When you move, maintain a calm stillness to honor the silent practice of those near you. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed by them or react to them. When left alone, thoughts will disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others. You will be free from the limits of time and place. In our meditation, may our ever calm, ever bright spirit be with us.
In an assembly on Vulture Peak, Buddha held up a flower and showed it to the congregation. The congregation was silent, except for Mahakasyapa, whose face broke into a subtle smile. Buddha said, "I entrust the treasury of the true Dharma eye to Mahakasyapa." What does this mean? Yongju, page 4. 전지용이 아심정 만사여의 아심통 전지여와 동일체 아여 전지용심정 전지연기 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 아심정 만사여의 아심통 전지여와 동일체 아여 전지용심정.
Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth.
Grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. Wanaomnida, Wanaomnida, Kanjori, Kanjori, Wanaomnida, Nesongkil Danun Kot, Nevalkil walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together, share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings.
Ilwan Song Vow, page 9.
이런 상바 Ilwan is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Ilwan manifests as both permanence and impermanence. Viewed as permanence, Ilwan unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is. Viewed as impermanence, Ilwan unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Song, the Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
This morning, Reverend Won Gong will share her Dharma talk, 3,000 Buddhas. Let us practice deep listening as we welcome Reverend Won Gong.
Why don't we stretch our legs, massage our knees first, make our Buddha body comfortable. How's the room temperature? 3,000 Buddhas. Sotaesan, the founding master of Won Buddhism, said, "You should indeed apply the Buddha Dharma in order to enhance your everyday life. You should indeed apply the Buddha Dharma in order to enhance your everyday life." What does it mean to enhance everyday lives through Buddha Dharma? Each of us will answer that question in many ways, but it is not just we as individuals who benefit from Dharma and our practice. The world community benefits as well. This week, our North Carolina temples reached 3,000 YouTube subscribers. Yay! Who are these 3,000 people? Are you one of them? Our YouTube channel took its very first baby steps in 2017, but the channel was rarely used in the early years. Then at the start of the pandemic, when in-person meetings were closed, we jumped into live streaming. In March of 2020, with Nick's help, using my cell phone speaker, I tried to show you that my cell phone speaker, where is it? I used that like a cell phone speaker with a little mic. We launched our very first live streaming Dharma services with 160 subscribers. And now, 4 years later, we have 3,000. The first year of the pandemic pushed us to see beyond in-person practice. At the time, I was not familiar with any online platform. I did not know what live streaming was or how to use Zoom. As soon as pandemic started, I got a phone call from a soldier, Fayetteville, asking me, "Are you guys doing live streaming?" I said, "What? What is live streaming?" The soldier sounded very puzzled and frustrated that I don't have any idea about what he's talking. But our temple members and I learned fast. Using the Zoom platform, we held many retreats, workshops, classes, and a variety of spiritual services, such as memorial and deliverance ceremonies via Zoom, individual consultations, and children's meditation. Once we asked the children to bring their favorite socks to a children's meditation Zoom meeting and show them to each other. In the middle of the hot dog days of August, we hosted a cool dog Zoom and invited temple friends and their dogs to meditate together online. We became quite creative in our online home. Without the pandemic, I still might not know about live streaming, and we probably would not have such a growing online community. Grace from home. One of our temple founders, Patty Hwatawonim, recently shared her thoughts about the significance of reaching 3,000 subscribers. She said, "YouTube influencers have millions of subscribers who promote anything from cooking to carpentry. But reaching 3,000 subscribers means so much to me because of where we came from." Patty continued, "Prior to COVID, we did not seem to need to reach out digitally, but the pandemic necessitated a new strategy, and a journey evolved as we figured out how to do this. We put together an amazing team that included young and old, newcomers and long-time practitioners, lay and clergy. The team gained expertise quickly, and look at the results right here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. A Won Buddhist temple is reaching more than 3,000 people from all over the world. Both the journey and the results are a success. End of quote. I think Patty's comment sums up well the unfolding journey of our temple. Dharma affinity. It is said that there are more than 113 million active YouTube channels in this world. Wow, isn't that amazing? I would not be able to check out that many channels in this lifetime or even in many lifetimes. Out of countless channels and areas of interest, you are tuning into us. Somehow, people managed to find our Dharma postings. That shows us the attraction of a special affinity. We know that not all 3,000 subscribers stay tuned into us from week to week. Though they may not watch each service, I feel a special bond with them because they planted a seed of Dharma affinity from the moment they hit the subscribe button. That's why we love to do the special handshake to celebrate the seed of affinity. These seeds of affinity come from many directions. Some people subscribed to our channel because we asked them to. But most of you have subscribed from your heart for the sake of your own practice and to support our temple's online initiative. My family and friends in Korea pay close attention to what we are doing, even though their English is limited. There are gracious Won Buddhist practitioners in Korea who subscribe to our channel to support our Dharma work, even though they may not fully understand what we are saying, except for the chants in Korean. I bow to subscribers in Korea. 감사합니다. 한국에서 지켜봐 주시고 응원해 주셔서 감사합니다. And I bow to friends who connect with our channel from across the United States and all around the world. Thank you. It has been surprising and delightful to learn some folks have found us on their own through our podcast and YouTube channel, Heart of Practice. There are friends near and far who tell us that being able to access our programs online has been deeply meaningful to them. Sometimes online friends will even drive long distances to visit us in person. How special is that? In an assembly on Vulture Peak, Buddha held up a flower and showed it to the congregation. The congregation was silent, except for Mahakassapa, whose face broke into a subtle smile. Buddha said, I entrust treasury of the true Dharma I to Mahakassapa. What does this mean? This koan reminds me of deep Dharma affinity that transcends words and languages. Whether I get to see our 3,000 subscribers, Buddhas, face to face or not, I feel a heart-to-heart connection, a mind-to-mind connection. No matter the reason people subscribe to our temple channel, they are all special because of our affinity. There are Buddhas who encourage us to, they are the Buddhas who encourage us to continue our Buddha Dharma work. So with a deep sense of appreciation, we hold our subscriber Buddhas in mind and heart, and I daily contemplate how to make Buddha offerings to them. By Buddha offerings, I mean not only sending good wishes and appreciation, but also making available some practical and beneficial tools to help them on their journey of Buddhahood. I frequently ask myself how to transmit Dharma heart to heart as Buddha did on Vulture Peak. How do we shape the content of our temple channel so that Dharma is accessible to all and the beauty of Dharma is fully revealed? We are not the first Won Buddhist to ponder this and consider accessibility. Our founding teacher Sotaesan did this by creating scripture that is accessible to all people, regardless of background, education, age, or gender. Online Dharma in the internet age. Every day I'm amazed by the power of internet. The internet truly makes us interconnected in so many levels, faster and broader ways. The resources for knowledge and information are widely available, making for greater equality. And we are contributing to it by creating, presenting, and storing our Dharma services and practice journeys online. We are making history. I believe this effort is one of the first internet chapters of Won Buddhism in the United States. Through this journey, the power of Sangha has grown, and the meaning of Sangha, our practice community, has expanded. Sangha is no longer limited to a designated location. The nature of ultimate truth is free from the limits of space and time. Yet, the work to maintain and grow our YouTube channel has not always been easy. It has required the collaboration of our Sangha community here in North Carolina. Every single online video is created by many minds and hearts. For a Sunday live stream like this, from the planning to rehearsal to broadcast, our Sangha works together. Our temple's live stream teams have been comprised of volunteers from the beginning. We have not had any professional engineers along this journey, but we have always been blessed with generous souls who bring their full hearts and talents. Without your practice and the teamwork of our in-person community, how could we have reached this milestone in cyberspace? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our founding teacher said, traditional Buddhism was an era of a single Buddha and 1,000 bodhisattvas, but in the future, thousands of Buddhas and 10,000s of bodhisattvas will appear in the world. This message gives us hope. Enlightenment is possible for us all. We are all potential Buddhas. We have a Buddha nature, the seed of enlightenment and Buddhahood. When I see the number 3,000 subscribers, my heart feels happy and hopeful. I imagine Dharma with its wisdom and compassion gently flowing forth along new paths, breathing the gift of healing into the world. Deep gratitude to 3,000 Buddhas and many more Buddhas to come beyond 3K and into the future. Through the merit of our Dharma affinity and practice, may blessings return to all of us 3,000-fold.
Thank you, Reverend Won Gong, for sharing that inspiring talk about how we remain connected through online and in person as well. For friends online, you're welcome to share your thoughts about today's talk or to consider this question. Do you incorporate the internet into your Dharma practice? And for friends here in the Dharma Hall, you can discuss with a friend next to you and consider the same question: how do you incorporate the internet into your Dharma practice?
Hello, my name is Bodhi, and I will be telling you about this year's children's camp. This year's children's camp is really fun. My meditation at the camp was calming, and I enjoyed it. And I think I've improved at my meditation skills. I've learned a lot at the camp, especially during Mind Station, when Reverend Bongong was teaching us about Sote-san. And there were some activities that were really fun, such as bracelet making, making kimbap, and science class, where we mixed Mentos and Coke. I've always wanted to see that. So overall, the children's camp is really fun, and I hope you come back next year.
Hi, my name's Athena, and today I'm here to talk to you about my experience at the Children's Dharma Camp last week. So I think that, personally, I have grown a ton in the last week through all the experiences. My favorite was probably, like Bodhi said, all the body and mind stations. Yeah. I just want to thank everybody that contributed their time and energy to make this happen. Thank you.
My name is Cora, and I'm here to share my reflections about Dharma Camp during this past week. I really liked Dharma Camp. My experience with the meditation was that it was calming, helped me stay grounded, and was very pleasant. A few things I learned at Dharma Camp were some good things that come from meditation, fourfold grace, and to pause, think, and act. Some of the good things that come from meditation are finding true, lasting happiness and the real you shining bright. Fourfold grace, as I learned at camp, is the grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, and grace of law. Fourfold grace is very important in gratitude practice. My favorite activities at the camp were mini kimbap, as I know has been said a lot, science class, fruit art, water play, and K-pop dancing. Thank you for listening, and thanks to everyone who made the camp so awesome.
Well, all the children, please stand up. Give them big applause who practice with us today. Turn around. And we are about to watch the video from the camp. And you can go to your parents. Walk slowly with the palms together. Thank you. Thank you. Big applause. So with Sophie, let's watch one more time. 같이. This time. 소피가 앞으로 살짝 나와. 애들 보이게. We have an exciting upcoming one last youth program. It's called Overnight Teen Retreat. We are excited since the pandemic. First time we are returning to overnight. So our teen children will stay 2 nights in the temple. They will have 6 meals in the temple kitchen, including cooking class and a lot of fun activities. You can sit down now. So we still have 3-4 spots, and we love to have your children or grandchildren, teens. They do not like to be called children anymore, right? Teens, teen Buddhas, teen retreatants. Please send them to our teen retreat. More information is in the foyer for our August overnight teen retreat. Any other announcements?
Yeah, thank you so much, campers, for sharing your wonderful K-pop dance and sharing about your experiences at camp. And thank you all for practicing with us today. For a double dose of practice, you're invited to our Raleigh Temple at 4 o'clock this afternoon for more meditation and sharing. Our Raleigh Temple is nestled in a peaceful forest near Falls Lake. Our next and final youth event this summer, as Won Gong mentioned, is the overnight retreat. And here's the flyer. It's from August 5th to 7th. And that's a chance to immerse in temple life, practice in community, and do some wonderful activities together. Also in August, the Raleigh Temple is hosting our ever-popular Won Buddhism intro class on Saturday, August 17th from 2:30 to 5, and this is a great way to learn about Buddhism and Won Buddhism fundamentals. And then on September 1st and 2nd, our overnight Labor Day happiness retreat will be held at the Chapel Hill Temple. Participants will enjoy various forms of meditation, like singing bowl meditation, traditional Korean tea ceremony, traditional Korean drumming, and a few other surprises. I hope K-pop is also included. More information and registration is on our website. Don't forget to sign up to be on our community email list so that you can receive all of these updates about our programs. Our temple operates solely through your generosity. We always appreciate your kind donations. Now let us turn to page 13 and bless each other with our morning prayer song.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of wealth and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words. May I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one. Palms together, sit up tall and high. Let's relax our whole body for a moment from head to shoulders, scanning and releasing any tension. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pause. Relax. Breathe. Pause. Smile in gratitude. Thank you. 감사합니다 for your beautiful practice today. Bow to our Buddha next to us. Bow to our online friends, waving or bowing.